follow you. Ooh, what's on this map?
Screw me for thinking it was going to be on this map.
Alright, so, quickly, first, two-penny tour. Over there, you see the flashing cone. That is where the boats are. If you want to get up the deck, go to the staircase nearest, first left. Over there, to the south is the vehicles you might be able to use. And this is a jet.
It's what?
What?
It's an F-35.
Yeah.
What's a jet?
So I will need to talk to whoever you decide to lead, and whoever's taking care of Echo. I need to talk to them after this, so just come find me.
User joined your
Okay,
channel.
so I hope you all read the brief, but your goal is to find the HVT and extract him back here to this ship. Tanoa is crawling with the cartel because these are all drug guys. They make drugs, they sell drugs, they transport drugs, etc.
I do drugs.
And they probably do drugs too. Our HVT is, for all intents and purposes, owns the country, so that includes the military. So you basically expect anything to be thrown at you. They could have air thrown at you, anti-air, tanks, whatever.
Will they throw drugs at us?
Possible.
Can I do them if they do?
You could shoot them. Anyway, so
Expected. Just give me 10 minutes though.
anyway. So how you play this out is up to you. But if you do go loud
User
and
left
hard
your
and
channel.
just zoom in there, you're gonna wake up the entire island. They're not gonna be happy with you, and you are most likely going to be swarmed repeatedly. So first suggestion is going and taking out the two radio towers. If you look in your map, they are Comms Camp Poppy and Comms Camp Coca. If you can take those out,
User joined your channel.
they'll still be mad at you, but at least they won't be able to coordinate quite as well. Your goal is to capture the HVT, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name because it's in French. But he is assumed to be at the Tanoa Sugar Company, which is kind of the headquarters and main drug processing plant of the island. Capture him, extract him back to this boat. You are going to be inserting via boats. There are two known anti-air locations to the south and to the north, somewhere in those red boxes. I would highly suggest you go and try to take those out first, then Echo can bring in some vehicles for you to use. Otherwise, you have to hope you can find something to scavenge, or just run the 2 or 3 clicks to your locations. The sun is going to rise in about an hour, so basically when that happens, they're going to see this boat and they're going to be upset and start being annoyed at you again. So I suggest not waste too much time to take those radio towers out. As I mentioned before, again, this is up to whoever's your command lead, but as a mission maker, I would suggest everybody take a pistol, suppressed pistol at least, and at least one suppressor per fire team. If you do find any intel, once you pick it up, it should appear on the intel tab of your map. That's everything I have. Any questions?
Are tactical nukes an option?
They are not, no. Because there are still, even though most of the island is drug cartels, we want the HVT alive, and we also
User joined your channel.
don't want to kill any citizens.
Citizen Schmitizen. Geneva suggestion.
Question.
Geneva suggestion.
Yes. If we have to choose between letting the HVT go and killing him, if we can't capture him, which do we choose?
If you cannot capture him, we definitely need him alive, because we want to use him to dismantle his entire empire. So, if you can't capture him, you gotta let him go. But that should not be a problem for you gentlemen.
Will there be any other Echo assets or PM5s and weapons you can drop onto Alpha, or vehicles you can drop onto Alpha?
We will. I can talk to Echo about that later. Yeah, but you're gonna have jets. You're gonna have vehicles drop offs. You gotta have a few helicopters up on the deck, and then I can supply things as needed.
Can we have the Echo people separate? It's going to be an Echo so we can see how many people we have on the ground. That works. Yeah, everybody use Echo to the northeast if you want to do Echo stuff.
Blitzkrieg going to need to reslot in. I took a sapper slot.
Alright, are you going to go Echo?
I'm going to go Echo, yeah.
Anybody else going Echo, or is that it?
This is an awesome setup, by the way. I love the table.
Thank you.
User in your channel timed out.
Well, Echo's going to have vehicles, they're going to have jets.
There's also some Vics I'm going to go take a look at real quick.
So
Again,
there's, I mean, there's a lot of Echo assets if they want to go. I don't know. Are you JTAC qualified? Are you RO qualified? RTO?
RTO, yeah, you're RTO. Yeah. God, what do you want me to do? Like I said, I'm sunburnt and a little drunk, so.
Nice.
So,
Yo, get over there and volunteer right now.
We only got a couple
Go, Alan, go.
Alright, well, whoever's kind of in charge of Echo, who can pass on a word, just come over and
User
find
joined
me.
your channel.
Alright. Okay. So we're gonna need we're gonna need fire team leaders. Who wants to be a fire team leader?
I need a crew for it, but I have to pull people out.
Sherman.
It would be too difficult. There's
Alright,
a
let's
Bradley
do
who uses
this.
some
Let's have you
strikers.
guys
There's
drop the group.
two
Create your own
M11s,
group.
A3s, I think.
We're just gonna handle it that way because it's faster.
We're having 2 squads, right?
Yeah.
There's also more
not working.
aircraft.
You menu broken guy.
Yeah, human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to use the Ace Interact to drop the group. And then you can rename a group, and then you can get people to join your group.
Ace Interact, become leader.
Where?
Ace Interact, become leader. Self interact.
it. Self-action. Got it.
Is it 2 squads coming, or is it just 1 squad?
No, we're gonna do 2 squads.
I'll be squad. If they'll
Fuck, is my mic muted the whole time?
Sherman's also willing to step up as squad lead for the other one.
Yeah. Hey, Sherman.
Are you a
Alright.
jet bully?
So, Sherman, let's have you go 1. Kitty will have you go 2.
We'll go 1-1.
So,
Damn,
before
Sherman
the
is
jets,
carry
Go ahead and
handle.
create your
Wait,
group,
I'm
and
Team
then have
Islands?
fire team. Yeah, sure.
Hey, Doc. Let's see if we can
Nah,
get
we got-
1-1 under Sherman.
Let's see here.
I'm Donald, what are you doing?
Sherman, I'll
Yeah.
be your 1-1.
Okay, you're,
Platoon.
you're Riptide 1?
Alright, do you need a medic with you, or?
Who's Riptide? Who's
Alright.
Riptide 1-2?
Make the group?
I'm not
Why do you keep leaving the group, Sherman? What the fuck?
No, I joined the Riptide 1 group.
Wally's one, I don't think.
Alright,
I
I'm
don't know if we have
Riptide 2,
any-
y'all.
Where, are you another medic?
Yeah,
We have
I think
medics.
1-2 is Birdman. Birdman,
one, two.
where are you at?
So we're
gonna have,
Yep, Birdman, you're 1-2.
one F-35
Alright, let me join on.
We got
Hey, Sherman.
you guys
Yeah, what's up?
Do you want to do Doc's CLS thing?
We can sling
That's the idea.
one of the Bradleys or
I was hoping Bradley.
Can I-
Yeah.
Can I do it?
What do you mean? Like, you want to be the CLS?
Yes.
We do. I love it. I love
Sure,
it.
go for it, man.
Attaboy. I love it.
Yo, we need some nerds
If
for
you have
Riptide 2.
a couple of F-35s. We got a couple of Blackhawks.
If you're in
Sure.
Riptide
Well,
1,
yeah.
if you're in Riptide 1, run over towards the west.
And then we have the big one.
Riptide 1.
Hey boys, who's our
Hey, what
fire
up?
team lead?
That's gonna be Panda. I'll be 2
Alright.
IC.
Okay, awesome. What do you guys want me to do?
You need more slots, Sherman?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
we
give
need more.
Sherman see kind of what the
Let's
plan
say
was.
reload that.
Be advised, Wave's a little bit drunk,
Oh, yeah.
so give him something
Well,
explosive.
who's not? I'm a little bit.
Can't join that group.
You're in the group already.
I'm
Oh,
not.
I'm there too. Okay,
This
so
Riptide one.
no, I'm fully functional. I
Oh,
just
did
want to leave.
Carolyn leave?
So like, I mean,
Yeah.
I can do
Got
AR,
in
I
like
can
a
do
group already.
infantry AT.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you're already in.
Sherman, kind of where do you?
So
Can I give you
R?
one recommendation?
I'll run whatever. I just have the kit.
So we definitely
Okay,
need
'cause
some
I'll-
starters to
I'll
make
be
sure
designated
for all the
for
guys that
that.
will be in the tower, but also we need them.
That works.
Go over to the table and if you want to brief scope.
Follow religiously.
Oh.
We're going
Alright.
to make landfall and push in towards Camp Coco. You're going to have a rally point somewhere short of Camp Coco. You're going to rally up and you're going to hold on that phase line. Riptide 2 is going to head south, make landfall, and push towards Camp Poppy. It's going to be the same thing. They're going to have a rally point short. They're going to hold. They're going to radio in that they're ready. When both teams are ready, we're going to do a simultaneous assault on those camps. Take out those camps, and then immediately we're going to begin pushing as soon as those camps are destroyed towards the city. We're going to push into the, you're going to see Riptide 2 is coming in from the southeast. Riptide 1 is pushing in from the northeast. We're going to clear the camp and attempt to capture the bad guy and find
User
any
disconnected from
intelligence.
your channel.
While we're doing this, the F-35 is going to hit both SAM sites to open up air support so we can get a little bird, and we're going to get the Chinook is going to bring us in a 5-ton and a Humvee, at least. That should carry everybody. Ideally, where they're going to be dropping that off near town as we're pushing through or almost cleared with town. We're going to load everybody up in the VIX, and then we're going to be hightailing it back towards the East Coast. So the first part's going to be on foot. It's a little bit of a hike, 2.5 clicks, and looks like about the farthest, but should go pretty fast. Does anybody have any questions? Jeps, we do have a little bird. We might be able to get the little bird in. Ideally, with the bottom AA taken out first, the little bird will be able to come in for Jeps.
Toast on Mike.
So Toast will take out, do you hear that, Toast? Take out the lower AA first, and then he'll work on the upper AA, and we should be able to get Jeps. Can we expect any resupply? That really depends on if the AA gets done and if we're low. If we have to hold for resupply, then I mean that's what we're going to have to do. Ideally, we're going to hope not. We're going to try to push. This is going to be maximum aggression. We want to push through and get through and keep moving and stay mobile as often as possible. You are authorized if they have vehicles like a truck or something like that, we can commandeer those. These are drug lords. We can take their shit. If you see a nice Escalade, pick me one up. Take a black one with tinted windows. Blood on the inside's okay. Any other questions?
Question, Guylent.
Go.
Alright, so how close do you want us to set up the little thingy before we start attacking the town tower? Like how
That
close?
is up to you based on the terrain and whether or not you think they can see you. Remember, once we start shooting, there's a timer. That guy can run.
Yeah.
We have 30 minutes from the time the shooting starts till we know that they know we're there.
Gotcha.
So the idea is to hold back is get close, but stay out of range so that you can assault and extend our 30 minutes as long as possible.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Are we running on the assumption no enemies have night vision, free lasers, free night?
It's 05:30. We're not about to have much night
Yeah,
left.
it's going to be getting daylight here real quick, so
Yeah.
they might. I don't know
User
if we're going to
joined
be
your
there
channel.
before daylight or not. Ideally, yes. If you know, when you start assaulting, then you can go lasers on. I have no idea if they have night vision. They're cartels. They have billions of dollars. Who knows? Anything else?
Negative.
All right, each squad's getting in one boat. So I have no idea how the boats are oriented. Let's have one get on any boat on the north, and two can get the next boat to the south.
Understood.
And everybody should be able to fit in one boat in They're one boat. All right, let's go.
Chairman, you ready for this forest step off time now?
Yeah, we're all getting ready to mount
Got
up.
it.
Let's go.
Satch.
Alright, fire teams. Mount up.
Doc, I'm just gonna stick to Alpha.
Heading to the boat.
Yeah, what's up?
Wrong copies.
Raven, did you switch? Did you enter rep?
Okay.
Bourbon, if we see trucks.
One by one, kid. One by one.
The boat to the south. I see.
Alpha, we're taking. Alpha,
Colin, we taking our own boat?
Trigger key move.
Yeah, you take the boat farthest from the south.
No, just a second. Just the one
Which boat is going to be ours?
Fire teams advise we'll be taking the northernmost boat. The northernmost boat. How copy?
Copy, northernmost boat.
You're in the wrong boat.
Understood.
Sorry.
We should
I
be able
think
to
it
get
is.
everyone on this single boat. I know, but for my fire team at least, or for myself, we can do it.
It's not like that boat.
Guyland's in the boat with us, so.
Zen is in left boat.
Sly is in left boat.
What's up?
No one is loaded.
How you doing, Nomad?
Homie, are you in?
How you doing, Sly?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah, I see what
Just so you know, I might run with you guys if you're attacking any objectives.
Go
Alright.
for Guyland on 100.
I'm gonna break off from Alpha and I'm gonna run with you.
Alright, I won't say no to more firepower.
Wait, break.
Yeah, no man, if you. Oh, never mind.
I'm
there were
not.
five.
I'm not there.
Just
I'll
call
be
over the
there
radio
to help you out if there's a
push.
mass cast.
Call me in.
Oh, that's right, you're doing the CLS work.
Copy.
Yes.
Bravo loaded.
Who has double blocks?
Oh, we're gonna have an F-35. Oh, Crouton is Echo now. That's why. I was like, where is Crouton?
Alright, we're all in Guyland.
User joined your channel.
Blitz, are you
Raven in the boat.
Oh, copies.
Oh no, wait, Cook is having the issue again. Raven, did
Yeah,
you
Blitz is in the front.
switch to the AR?
Okay, we're all in. We're good to go.
Fire
Raven?
teams, tell me when you're all in.
Bravo's loaded.
Am I on Whisper?
You are not
No,
on
we-
Whisper.
Where's the blue line?
We hear you.
Panda load up. North boat.
Yeah, green to blue.
Are we waiting on Wakecook?
No,
Yeah, I
wait,
think so. I saw him log in.
no, he couldn't log in. He has a live mismessage.
Everybody has a live mismatch.
Sherman Doc.
Go for Sherman.
Hey, we may be waiting on Wakecook. I'm not sure.
We don't have time to wait.
Copy that. I'm ready. I'm ready
Yep.
whenever. I
Riptide
believe we're all
1
loaded.
Riptide 1 is all loaded.
Alpha, we loaded?
Copy that.
Earplug
Riptide
check.
1 stepping off.
Earplug check.
Alright, driver, take us
Earplugs
out.
are
Follow
good.
the red line.
Copy that.
Sorry, Sherman.
Alright, Birdman.
Go ahead, Chairman.
What's up?
You got a plan for me? Am I sticking close to you guys? Am I peeling off?
We are just running 1 AR now.
I want you to stick close since you've got the suppressor, and if we see anything, you can deal with it. From my understanding, we are not taking any contact until we get to Camp Coca.
Can you hear me on this net?
Coca.
Hey, you got this, Matt.
Okay. Keep in mind I can also do things like shoot out lights while we still have darkness.
On our radio channel?
Copy.
Yeah, I was on your radio channel, but you weren't responding to me. For some reason.
This is the first time I've heard you on the level.
It's about to be 6 a.m., which is when the game turns to day, so we'll probably have like 10 minutes of darkness. Maybe.
Northwest, 320.
Just having you guys.
Good. Wait to be talking gun. Acknowledge Sherman's Riptide 1.
This illuminator is good.
over the shit at the fan, but it is on.
Sherman signing off for 3-5.
It's only gonna hit the fan just when we land.
The beach we land on is actually a minefield.
But we can't disarm them because they don't want EOD.
Don't worry, we have Trash Panda. He's really good with mines.
I do have a mine detector.
You got that 121.5? Oh, I've got the detector then. I would have been taking disarm them.
Be advised, we're going to be out of comms range of Riptide 2 on 100. Trash Panda, if you have them on range, the only way we can contact them from 40. I'll copy. Panda?
Yeah, I'll let it go.
Confirming we're using 40 to talk up the squad.
Yeah, you're going to have to use 40 to get on Riptide 2. Look out.
Very split.
Good. Trash Panda checking radio check 40.
Reminder, we are to not go weapons free at the moment we see an enemy infantry, alright? We want to avoid enemy patrols as best as we can. I'll copy?
Problem comes. We're holding fire unless we're fired upon.
This is a bad time to mention I get seasick.
I might break that with the suppressor if we need to, just to avoid them walking up to us or something like that.
Sure. Talk to me before you do anything on that.
Yeah, of course.
This is Sherman checking on 40, interrogative.
We also have suppressed pistols, so if a patrol walks up, we can do a synchronized shot.
Goggles or anything?
Yeah, the goal is to get to the comms camp without any engagement at all. I think we can do that.
I'm gonna have this big minigun and I can't use it.
Evasion is the name of the
I
game.
know drug lords are rich and shit, but I don't think they can afford a fucking osprey.
Weapons free.
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
like a
dudes
small
there.
boat so far.
A lot of dudes that crash out. Could that possibly be friendly? That's
We've got a small boat at our 1 o'clock.
Although I would like to know
that
where
is
they
a
got
downed
it on
osprey.
illegally.
That's not a buck.
Evade away. Evade away as best we
It is
can.
a downed
I
osprey,
would like
not
to
a
know
It's just-
where they
oh, it's just
obtained
down
them
osprey buck,
illegally.
man.
There's like a bigger than a fire team around the back of it.
Let's know where drug dealers can get an illegally obtained osprey.
Don, sweep in from this tighter angle, which is start heading towards those in New York now.
Well, people like to use ospreys.
A lot of gears going out the back of that osprey as well. Many crates.
We're gonna need this boat, right?
Sherman, Doc.
Sherman's on 110, go.
Yeah, are we going to be using this boat to get back?
Good question.
Stand by, Nomad. I'm finding out.
Nope, you're swimming, Doc.
When we knock
You're
the
swimming.
AA out, we should be able to get Echo to fix it.
We'll most likely have a different point of exfil because we'll be falling back to platoon, not just by ourselves.
You guys brought my smoke,
Understood.
right?
Nomad will most likely have a different one still, so probably not.
Doc, I got yellow smokes and yellow chem lights, bro.
Heard. Okay, where at? Oh, you got marked. Okay.
I'll be honest, we were very close.
About
When we're
3
maneuvering, when we're
Marked.
maneuvering through this tree line, single file column for both fire teams. Good copy.
There's a bonfire off to our west.
Birdman, your fire team will be taking
Holy
points.
shit,
I'll
it's
copy.
dark as shit.
Copy. There's a fire. There's
That's
a
what
fire
happens at
to our
nighttime.
west fire team. Towards
No,
fire.
it's the moon. The moon
I
is
stand by
on
for
our
police.
beach.
Reaching now.
We're taking
All out,
point.
all out.
Dismounting.
Let's get security and then we'll...
Zen, you're leading
Doc,
point.
you wanna take point for us?
Bravo, you'll
Copy.
be taking point for the squad.
Coots with you.
Alpha follow behind. No copy.
This is correct, right?
Bravo copies.
Yeah, it seems so.
Tell me when you're stepping off.
I need to join
Stepping
up
off
one of you
now.
guys.
I can't
Right
see
here.
2 feet in front of me, even with the NVGs.
Step off.
We're double AR now.
Thank you.
Make sure you got your strobes attached. Alright. So it begins. Remains in our rear column. Alpha should be behind him with some spacing.
I'm on squad bird, you don't have to worry.
Got it, thank you.
Yeah, I might use a little bit of elevation. Go a little north of the line and then go direct south rather than the west path.
I trust you, Zen. Do what you think is best.
I can't see 2 feet in front of me. I'm just looking for light sources.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Do you have your illuminator on? That might help a little bit.
Repeat. IR
Do you have
illuminator?
your... Yeah, do you have that on?
What's that?
Try pressing Alt-N.
It's a flashlight just for night vision.
Alt what? Alt?
Alt-N, as in November.
That just turned my NVGs on and off.
Go ahead and ditch your IR strobes for now. And keep your lasers off.
Might be shift. Maybe it's
Slowing down to a gun down jog.
Copy, gun down jog.
Just for you guys in the back to catch up.
Alpha's behind us a little bit as well, so letting them catch up will be good.
Yeah, no, it's just dark.
Oh, I think we ended up in one of these World War II bunkers. Maybe. I don't know. Now there's a cliff. Go slight right.
I cannot see anything, I'm just following the Dewey.
Yeah, I was just saying that because I got stuck.
I'm pretty sure that was a rock. I don't think that was a bunker goblin.
I'm stuck on the wall.
Zen, let's hold here for a second.
If Alt-N didn't work for you, try Shift Alt-N.
Oh, that helps.
360 while we do this, I know you can't really see, but whatever you can do.
Shift
I've got eyes
Alt N
northeast.
is what's working. I can now see in front of me.
If you do Shift Alt-L, your gun also has one if you have the right attachment. For me, it's just Alt-N.
I'm gonna skip the weapon one because it's not gonna put the weapon down.
It's good for while we're holding security, though. Gives you a little bit more view range. I mumbled my words there. You probably didn't understand me.
Negative, we're just a little bit behind you apparently. Oh, whoops, wrong.
We're ahead,
They're
actually.
on. Go to RP Wisconsin.
We are west of RP Wisconsin.
We're west of RP Wisconsin right now. We passed it.
We're halfway between black and red line.
Okay, Zen, do you want to get us back on the black line so we can keep with them?
Yeah, we'll go black line. Let's go northwest time now.
Try to keep some spacing.
Deferring to southwest now.
Copy.
I got Bravo on the call. Slow up a little bit.
Just some SCD shit.
All IR off.
Why are we turning that off? Pitch black.
Dan, I'm lagging behind. I got stuck on a rock and didn't realize it. I'll catch up though.
No problem.
We're in front of you. I'm lagging a little bit behind personally, but Bravo should be in front of Riptide 1 marker.
It says that on the wrong map.
We're
You
past
running
where the
into
red
something,
line
Goblin?
crosses the black line.
Back on. This is ridiculous.
Homie, are you on 110?
You guys are stuck on a log.
Why don't you go ahead and step up until I get back?
Alright. Let's hold for a bit so I can switch.
Yeah, tell me when.
Alright, let's stop right now. Right here.
I am going to.
Where are we stuck?
Yeah, I can't see anything yet. I turned my illuminator back on. There's too much stuff to get stuck on.
I would not be surprised if there's a damn cliff in the way. I'm moving 20 meters either direction and I can't progress.
This is Homie on 110.
Where the fuck do I
Negative, we took a little stop. Negative, we took a little break to catch up.
We took a break because forward has a cliff in the damn way.
break because we had a cliff in our
I don't think there's a cliff. I think it's just too much brush to get stuck on.
Alright, let's continue stuff
Understood. Just keep on the phase line. We'll run into black line, black line.
Saw you're in a walk.
Are we trying to get to RP Kansas?
Yes.
Everybody stop. Hold. Copy. Alright, let's reform up. Let's get in a nice tight formation.
Birdman's still lagging behind and getting stuck on everything. No night vision was a bad idea.
That's why you bring night vision.
Okay, due south here, we can progress a little. Use the indicator at the bottom.
Bravo ready.
Alright, we're gonna do a slight right turn.
Copy.
Sun should be coming up very soon here.
Copy that.
Nope, still pitch black. And my pistol's gone. I don't remember unequipping my pistol, but maybe I did that when I swapped over.
We tighten it up a little bit more. We're gonna be 95 until we're ready to let her rip.
Bravo, are we all set?
Sly set.
Yeah, we're set. We're holding here for Alpha to prep.
Bravo, right a step. Bravo, step down.
Be advised, Birdman is still lagging behind. Is it getting any brighter? Nope.
Go 90 degrees left, 90 degrees right. Bravo holding.
We were told to step off. Okay, the second hold. I thought you meant the first hold. Yeah, we're here.
Almost at Overwatch. That's all.
Stripping.
User joined your channel.
Force in. Just walking in there, everything. Take a couple steps right. Shift slight levs in. You're walking into a tree. Got a pretty steep hill.
The foliage is so thick I've lost the skybox, so it's harder to tell if I'm moving forward.
I hear you on that. That's happened to me a couple of times.
I'm just using the GPS to see my progress.
Can you guys really not see?
It is incredibly dark. And one of our fire team members didn't bring nods, so he's doing this completely blind. I warned him. Even if your goggles are going to take you overweight, no one's going to yell at you for being able to see.
I'm a little bit overweight because I'm medic, but wait, who else is overweight?
I am slightly, but I'm carrying anti-tank here. I'm at Overwatch Utah.
Yeah, most people don't actually.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
I've got Wally with me. It's after 6 o'clock. I figured the sun would come up. Skybox looks pretty though, that's for sure.
Is anybody able to see the base that's to our south?
Negative.
Negative, too much foliage.
I think it's also slightly uphill still. Yeah, we're in this box. Yeah, it's where south. It's going uphill still.
Bravo, we're moving west 100 meters and getting ourselves out of this forest.
Copy that.
Copy.
Backing. Yeah, we are still quite a ways downhill from anything. Although I have eyes on the radio tower.
Bravo has moved 100 meters west, but there's a giant valley we're kind of walking into, and we can't see anything. The elevation's bad. Is that the comm tower 258?
Yep. That is the comm tower.
258?
Yeah, 258.
Copy, Bravo has eyes.
I think we should shift northwest and get onto the hill instead of approaching it from the low ground. It'll take us out of the way, but
can you give a bearing on that?
I don't see any movement, so I think the
That's
hill
kind of on the way.
The hill in and of itself is in a little bit of a dip. Okay, yeah.
Okay, but FYI, we're putting ourselves in the valley of the comms tower. If they get alerted, we're sitting ducks.
Hey Zen, do you have a moment?
Yeah.
So, just so you know, we're on a valley, and the comms tower itself is in another little dip around the shoulder of the hill.
Well, it's the thing to the west.
Yeah, no, and I'm saying if you look on the map, it's in a little dip of its own.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
It flattens out. I wouldn't call that a dip. There's no...
It's flattens out, but there's still a little bit of a ridge separating us from the actual base of the tower. It's not a whole lot, but there's a little bit of cover, natural cover that way.
I'm back.
Copy. 110 has told us we're bypassing the comms tower because apparently it's not important enough anymore.
Got it, I heard Berman stepping back up.
Bravo, Berman stepping back up to Bravo.
Okay, we're gonna cross the valley. We're going uphill.
Do we not already have him that way?
Well, it's the one to our
We had Wisconsin earlier.
southwest. Yeah, we have.
It.
Step off when you're ready, Zen.
Stepping on.
Bravo stepping on.
Guns up, jog.
I still think it might have been worthwhile to go out of the way and then come up the hill.
We're getting some ever so faint daylight. It's helping the nods a lot.
Yeah. Most important, we're out of the foliage.
Yeah, that too. But like, I think if we were to go through that foliage walk again, like in 10 minutes, it would be 10 times easier because we would have enough light for the nods to work.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see it there. There's still some height on the hill. If I'm reading the map.
Alright, I'm gonna go a little more south, keep us away from going completely downhill.
Be advised, we got something 168. It's another structure.
Scene. If we get into trouble, we're gonna have to use that hill at 235 as our base. But we should be able to avoid it. Turning a little right now.
Those towers we're seeing are marked on the map as a settlement.
Yeah. Homie and Birdman, where you at?
We're lagging behind, stamina issues. Catching up.
Yeah, no problem. Just don't go too down into the valley because you're gonna lengthen your path.
Yeah, I'm following Sly.
Talking to homie.
Was that 242 a while ago or 242 now? Okay. Yeah, we're in a bit of a plateau here, so we're gonna wait for you guys and then we're gonna cross because we're gonna silhouette arc for the entire duration.
Yeah, it's almost bright enough to navigate without the goggles.
Just keep it 3620, we're waiting.
Make sure we got rear security as well. We got a whole fucking other comm station on us.
We have perfectly put ourselves in between the two structures. Cruise it up.
Their distance.
We're gonna be putting ourselves down a hill again. Yeah, because each of these contours.
I've drawn a new line on side chat. We're south where the line crosses. You're coming up on us.
The original objective, Camp Coca. Camp Coca, everybody.
Is Bravo going to step up?
Alpha's in position.
Bravo, go ahead and take point.
Alpha's in position, hold it.
This is Sherman 4-0, go.
I got stuck on a rock.
No problem, we're stepping off close. Alright, I'm gonna move us just at 290, try to take over that hill, see what we can see from there.
Solid copy. Is that hill 356, Sen? On the map?
Might be, it might be 340.
We're getting dangerously close.
Yes, we are. I'm gonna recommend we go a little north, get a little height. Enemy spotted on rooftop. They also have an RD piece up there.
Do you got a type on that?
Negative. Double time it up this hill, and then we're gonna turn on.
Permits hit green though.
Christ.
Back up, back off.
Zen Goblin is down. Repeat, Zen Goblin down.
Bruh.
We're going southeast. Wally, can you get him? Or do you? I want to throw some smoke.
Zen's down, but he's got a fucking
Sly you up?
Hey, Sly.
Sly's up.
Grab that rocket and fucking hit the generator.
Third my back left. Rocket away.
Get it.
Bye.
Put a heat into it if you need to.
Clear my back left.
Hey, we're moving southeast. Just cancel the rocket. Let's go.
Getting conflicting orders. Homie, I'm gonna dig a trench if you want to cover.
Copy.
I'm gonna extend this to the right further.
Oh,
what direction?
107.
Copy 107.
There's some guys right now down at the checkpoint house. And the rest of them are in the house building.
Copy that. Homie green.
Check.
Sly green.
Bravo
Roger that.
green minus 1 black.
Nope, you can go back.
Yep, they're about 800 meters out.
You have eyes on them by the checkpoint house, right?
Yep.
Do you see them as well, Birdman?
Mm-hmm.
Negative. I can't see that far.
There are 2 or 110 about 800 meters out, just letting you know.
No, Tim was the one who called it out.
Are they asking about what that?
The
what hit
RD
him?
piece.
It was a AA piece.
Oh.
So he got hit by one of the scariest things you can get hit by.
Sherman Bergman.
Alright, homie,
DC
they're
was missing
106 from
for
us now,
RD
moving down the hill. I can ping them with a laser if you need it.
Yeah, those guys they're moving down to the east.
Bravo copy. So
Those
there's
guys are now
enemies to
700
our
meters
southeast,
out.
moving from the other radio tower.
That's going to be straight towards them, but okay.
Yeah. That would be straight towards the enemies in our rear. Are you sure you want to
I
hit
do.
that direction?
I have eyes on 2 though. Currently at.
Am I the only one not on the
I have eyes
squad
on
net?
100, 105.
South southwest down the hill, on the road, adjacent to it.
Yep, I'm not seeing any enemies making that route.
That south
There's only
southwest.
one patrolling that warehouse and small building. I've lost eyes on those two.
That's not good. Homie.
Yes.
104. Moving east up the hill again. I see him again.
104. How many meters out?
About 700 meters.
Bravo copies.
They're
Yeah,
slightly above that rock.
I have eyes. They're just standing.
Copy. Alright, homie, you ready to step off? For lead?
Copy.
We're not leaving yet. When we get to that point. Alpha Bravo. Tell me when you're good to move. We'll step off. Okay, Bravo, stepping off.
Stepping off.
This is Riptide 1 and Row. Come in.
Am I the only one not on the squad net?
You want me going down to the valley, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to go adjacent to the road, so if down in the valley's that way, then that's what we'll do.
Copy.
Mines.
Mine's.
Oh. Zen had our mine detector, and he was down. I mean, I think at that point he probably full died, but...
Always back up. I have a mine detector, but not tools.
Hey, Sly is also back awake. Homie, I'm going to just walk backwards direct.
I do have a clear path though.
Irwin's back up.
Are you guys getting
I have a clear path, I just need to get patched up.
No, I can't.
You have to put your gun away. You gotta put your gun down first. Hey, Kingsley. Alright, wait till come time. Wait till come time. Yeah, absolutely.
Panda, come here. Panda, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So I focus on tourniqueting your limbs.
Ace check.
Sly yellow.
Homie yellow.
Yeah, I did not.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I got it everywhere. I'm just gonna keep my gun up. That's my security gun.
Wally, let me know if you need help.
Yeah, just do some basic triage.
I can make us a route. I don't have the defusal. I don't have the defusal kit, but I can make a route.
No, we're just gonna go a different way.
Okay,
Copy.
guys, so, well, okay, guys. If you walk into a fucking minefield, do not say back up. Say stop. Say freeze. Do not say back up, because that person who's looking at something is gonna take a different route walking backwards than they walked in. You understand?
Panda, Sherman.
Alpha, can I get an ace check?
How many men you got standing?
Who's down? Everybody go.
It looks we are all up.
Yellow.
All up?
We've got 2 yellows.
Wally, we got 2 yellows.
Bravo, how many men you have standing?
2
Alright,
yellows.
I'm working on Sly. Y'all can stop using bandages.
Let's
Lot
look
other
daily
people.
enough we can start to... it's...
Sly, you got 40
Only
seconds.
Sly, are you out of the minefield? Or are you still in it?
Yes, I'm out.
Sly?
I'm standing right in front of you.
Okay.
Hey, can y'all all keep security so that this fucking around?
Birdman, get your gun up.
I'll copy.
I'm working on it.
Alright, we are heading back the way we came, everybody. Back the way we came. We're gonna take our wounded and we're gonna head back and regroup. Good copy?
Doc copies.
Solid.
I'm fixing in morphine. Bit of
10 seconds.
Doc, I would suggest you take the stitch.
Birdman, the
Possible for
one
your
time I dug my
idea.
mine detector up,
I
it hit
believe
a
that was part of the
minefield.
crashing.
Well, I heard the beep and I went,
Yeah,
oh,
okay,
mines,
no,
mines,
no,
mines.
no.
And then right
Same
as
here,
I
I
said
heard
it,
the beep, it
we hit
stopped.
one. It's like, I need to be a little bit quicker.
Yep, I heard it.
They're just
Go.
southeast of you.
There's Riptide 1.
Coop shift.
Oh, if you can get
A4
out.
and Riptide 1 will be pulling back right now away from the AO. How
Okay,
copy?
you can get your gun out.
Riptide 1, we have to move now. We have to move now. We got a close air support moving on to this position. How copy?
Alright.
Good copy. 7 up now.
Copies. We're stepping away.
We have to go.
You gotta send up everybody on 111.
Let's go, boys. We got step
Copy,
up
that's a
to
goblin.
the north. Correction, that's gonna be...
Stepping off on me.
Wrong note.
No, I was right then.
Stepping off on me.
No, it wasn't. It's okay, we got you.
Hey, Birdman, the one time I dug my mine detector up, we hit a minefield.
Everyone just spread the fuck out. Go check.
7 up. 7 up east, Texas one.
Splash.
Flash.
Control that, control that, control that. Good effect on target.
Gotcha. Possible contacts from the southeast.
Alright, Bravo, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I am down at RP Nevada where Harpy
Let's
went
move
down.
over
I'll be
to
coming up
Harpy
to you
for
guys
good.
once I'm good.
Copy. Is Harpy down, as in, like, crashed?
Yeah, it's a harbor. It's right next to RP Nevada.
We should, we're headed southeast. Alright, Doc, we're headed Harpy just southeast. Got me?
Make sure we check fire with your friends.
Alpha 7 off the Harpy.
Did you guys get stitched?
None. We'll set up LZ.
What are we doing? What's Bravo doing?
Sherman, we are headed to Harpy right now. 7 up contact.
Maybe Tracer now coming out of that southeast. Tracer again coming in from the east.
Bravo, what's your pause relative to the Riptide 1 marker?
We are behind the Riptide 1 marker, headed to catch up with them.
Copy, I'm moving northeast to your pause, almost on that black line.
Copy. We're just a little bit west of the line. Shift south.
Got eyes on Zen.
Copy, I see Alpha and the medic, I don't see you guys.
We're right next to the medic.
That's a lie. I'm right next to the medic. You guys aren't showing up on my radar.
User joined your channel.
Like, I see you right next to homie.
I don't see any of.
Yeah, you're literally in us.
I see the medic, and that's it.
We're right behind you, so you need to, like, you're gonna have a Zeus intervention or something, I don't know.
Might need to do the head bug thing.
No, I'm not on squad.
I'm gonna take that as a restart.
I'm thinking that that's gonna have to happen.
User left your channel.
Hey,
I
quick
just heard
question.
him speaking local while he was talking on the wrong mic.
What's up?
Are you guys all on squad net?
I am, but on fire team.
I am.
Homie should be. Zim
Yeah,
was
I'm on
on
squad
it.
net.
Alright, I was just making sure I was the only one who wasn't. Just make sure I wasn't going crazy. So we're at RP Nevada. We need to head southwest to get
Sherman,
to where
Bravo.
we're going.
Do we still need our demo blocks, or are we good to ditch them for weight?
Somewhere over there, maybe?
You guys can ditch your demo blocks for weight if you need to.
I have demo blocks. No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm only 73 pounds.
Yeah, I'm having stamina issues, so
Go ahead,
ditch
Chairman.
mine.
Here, homie, here, hold still.
Received.
Homie, stop moving.
Oh, good copy.
Alright, Alpha's gonna cover the southeast.
Alright, you're good.
Alpha, dig in, we're covering the southeast.
Bravo's covering west to northwest.
We're covering west to northwest.
Does anyone have eyes on our trigger factory?
Yeah, dude. Thanks, bud. Like this frames are fucked right now.
Sugar factories to our southwest.
User joined your channel.
B point.
I don't know about.
Slack, where's that?
The sugar factory should be to our southwest. It might be out of render range because it is pretty far from us.
Okay.
Birdman,
Yeah, what's up?
come over here. Okay. It's kind of the same thing that Sly was saying, but I think it's the southwest as well. Problem is, it's going to be out of review range. We've got a compound directly coming through this. We're going to have to probably push through it. What do you think?
If you're talking about below the village, we could go around it if we wanted to, but then we could have potential enemies behind us again. Which is not
Got
right.
enemies anyways.
So the fields with sugar factory.
Got enemies anyways behind us. We have to go.
And that's a good shot at. Let's just go through the town real quick, soft clear it, push for the sugar factory. What do you think?
Okay. Your team will be trailing behind in the rear. I'm going to have Alpha take point. How copy?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Josh, man, come on towards the west.
Hey, Birdman.
Yeah?
You see that village to our 226?
Taking shots from the northeast, Sherman.
No,
small
it's
town?
behind the hill for me.
Yeah, at the edge of the trees.
Yeah.
I think if you look to the right of that big open area with some like cement spots on the ground, I think that's the sugar factory right there.
I can't see that far. My render.
Yeah, the render range is out of the way. Sherman, I'm going to say the same thing. You see the town to our 2T6?
226. No.
Just at the edge of the tree line?
Wait, I think I might.
I think if you look just to the right of that, you see some cement patches on the ground. I think our sugar factory's there, out of render view.
Yeah, me too.
I see it. I see it.
Don't hold me to that, but that's just my guess.
No, it's a good guess. I'm taking it. Send it.
What is the noise? What a
I'll call it up. Try to make your way still towards the tree line.
Bravo, we're stepping off behind Alpha.
Copy that.
Coming in from the south?
Try to maintain some spacing.
Keep eyes northwest, there's a squad coming down the hill.
Yep, I'll keep my eye on it.
We have gunfire coming from the south.
If we move down this hill right now to our south, we're at least gonna have some dead ground between us at the top of that ridge.
Repeat last.
RP California.
Oh, thank you.
Shots north.
Friendly little bird overhead. That's RP.
Jumping down the smoke, I see a small ridge to our southwest, right to the air. I'm looking back at the bad guys supposed to be in front of me up there. Thinking that right with me.
Good copy. No bad way close. Sherman, blue smoke's out.
That looks very white.
Wait, one. Possible that was
Birdman slide.
Go for Berman.
What exactly are we doing right now? Are we being airlifted?
Negative, we are trying to get them an LZ to drop somebody off.
Copy.
We can get Harvey safely landed.
Let's get a 360.
Let's get a 360 up. Let's pull rear security since we're 3-man.
Birdman slide.
Go Sly.
I have possible contact to the north, up on the hill by the radio tower.
Copy.
He went back down, so I don't have visual anymore.
Yeah, if they come back over, let me know.
I should have left the ACOG, but I didn't.
Zen is now here and can see teammates. Well, I see
Welcome back,
Zai.
Zen.
I don't see anybody else from Bravo here.
Who's Bravo team lead?
That should be
Birdman.
Birdman. I see Zai and Homie. I don't see. Oh, because you guys are still walking.
Birdman.
Yeah, we're pulling rear security while Alpha pulls front.
Copy.
Copy. Are we rolling out to California?
Yeah, let's step off. Does anyone want to take lead again?
Sure,
got it.
why not?
Okay. One of you do it.
Yeah, you do it. I took lead earlier. Do you guys know what schwacked me? Was that a ZU?
It was ZU.
Yeah, I figured.
Wait a minute, are we supposed to have suppressors?
I
One
am a
person is
marksman.
supposed to have suppressor.
Oh.
One per fire team.
At this point, I don't think it really matters.
I wanted my cool gun.
Alright, Zai's on point.
Thank you, Zai. Also welcome.
Yeah. So how far are we into the op? Like halfway, 3/4, 1/4?
I think halfway.
Yeah, we completed the first objective. We're moving to the second.
And there may or may not be a third.
Gotcha.
We'll switch into a column instead of a wedge here.
Currently in combat days.
Ammunition check for all fire teams.
Ammo check.
Green for Sly.
Zen is red. Just getting
Zai
green.
just a red.
Homie green.
I fired 1 rocket and 0 AR rounds.
Haha, my ammo is literally green, as in it's colored green.
No, Alpha, keep going. Alpha, keep going. No, Mad Doctor said he has spare time. Continue on, board.
Now this reminds me of Prairie Fire.
You should have seen it earlier when it was pitch black.
We'll try to get ourselves deeper into this tree line. We're going to reorganize and prepare for the assault. All copy? Alright, Alpha, we're reorganizing. We're going to prepare to assault.
This also reminds me
Looks like
of
they're
a
going to have
daily
fun vehicles, so maybe we might get something nice. I hope.
Just walk through the jump.
It is so much nicer going through this at daytime.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes, I can actually see what I'm stuck on.
I told you to bring the goggles.
What, you started off at night?
Yeah, we started off, it was like an hour and a half more before sunrise.
Alright, all fire teams, let's go ahead and rally up on RP California. So the
And it was incredibly cloudy, so no moonlight.
Receive. Status 360 on California.
Sent 360 on California. That's my line, homie. You're too good at this.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Is there any reason that RP California is in the middle of the jungle?
I mean, once I know you're in the middle of giving the order, I let Sherman know that we got it.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Wait, did one of you just identify this forest? Really?
Yeah, no, this is definitely a redwood forest. That's why it's RP California.
Let me know if you need me over there.
User left your channel.
Oh,
I don't know what to fucking say.
User left your channel.
It's not a redwood, he's fucking with
I'm
you.
being a bit of a dick tonight. Overstepping.
No.
I know that.
Well, yeah, I know, man. If I see thing like that, that's close or whatever. You know, you gotta call it out, right?
That is.
Also, I realized why I'm really light, the assault pack that I have on my chest rig, it does not fit as much as my old one.
Who shot?
Okay, that double up on security though. If he should Benji, that's believe the possible chance of contact get up.
Take his stab. Spread out this defensive radius and one that's wider.
For that. I'm just saying, like, if someone fired off the shot.
I'm moving
it's security
southwest.
on basic 360.
I hate to break it to you, Riptide 2 is to the south.
Wait, that one. Good copy, yeah. I'll have to do it right.
Yeah, we're far to the south.
Alright, boys, let's get spread out.
Are we expecting contact right now?
Not that I'm aware of. So I was just looking southeast. I need a partner over here so we can dig a trench.
We're gonna move on to our people white. I don't like to hear it because we're up and you can't fake it. Stop, our people white. I'll follow behind.
Bro, step up. Call him towards our people white.
Copy, moving out.
Step up. Step up, not down. Call him our people white.
Copy that. Call him RPOI.
Yeah, I swear I heard an explosion to the north, so I was like, hold on. I heard no control dead.
You're heading to RP Hawaii.
User joined your channel.
Kind of open patch.
Yeah, it is I, so if you want to stop before that ASR, then we'll call it good. Copy, I'll do a few meters east of it then.
East of it is more ASR.
Oh shit, yeah, that is true. Northeast then.
Bravo copies.
Are we going into town to southeast of that? Or southwest? Yeah, the sugar factory's over there, so. Copy. Stay a few meters back, I'll just look at the terrain real quick. Hilo.
Bravo holding at RPY. We're hearing a healer.
That audible may be a
Where?
bird.
Is it a bird already in the air, or
We've
bird
got a
taking off?
footpath leading to the east here.
Double assault it is. So.
Enemy contact west, 277, moving right towards us.
Moving.
Enemy team.
I got it.
Enemy
Seen.
contact 277
Cross.
moving towards us.
Copy that.
Crossing.
Eyes on.
Enemy contact on 277.
Hold fire.
Crossing line of fire. Crossing line of fire.
Crossing line of fire.
Set up trenches.
Guns facing west. Big trenches. To the west.
Good spot.
Hey, they've got that's an RPG team.
Say again?
Counting about a fire team plus. RPG team, fire team plus.
Enemy infantry is an RPG team.
Disregard,
moving over
that's
to the
probably
right.
a squad plus now.
Fire team, stand ready.
Bearing now 320.
Stand ready, we're gonna light these fuckers up. Inform when all set.
Homie set.
Slice out.
Zen set.
In 30 seconds, we're gonna light these fuckers up. Bravo. As soon as that squad is down, advance towards CP2. Alpha, you'll be providing a base fire for Bravo. Outbound.
They are now direct north of us.
The second team is now 3 away.
They fucking moved on. We should have hit them while they were on the field. Ah, fuck. Y'all executing that maneuver or what?
Crossing.
Bravo 7-2.
Yeah, I got
That was an RPG.
Crossing.
Homie hit.
Keep moving if it doesn't slow you down. Question, is Bravo the only team moving down CP2 or is this a bounding movement?
Hero Vic, possibly. Down the road north. Advise, this is the last good position. We're going down into a valley. It's gonna be a shit show, especially without Alpha supporting us.
Yeah, that's why. Is this a bounding movement or is this a fucking...
Unknown.
Birdman, what's the status?
Hang on. We're holding. So regroup, guys, on me.
Copy, we'll hold you here.
Friendly helo above.
Digging up the trench.
That looks like Echo bringing in an asset, probably a battle bus from what I can tell.
Basic Sly, you hit?
Negative.
Zen, you hit?
A little bit, not bad.
Where are you guys at? I've lost track of you.
North of
We're
the
on the
TNT
west
section.
side of the road.
I see you, okay.
Yep, up there.
Hey, check right.
Friendly's coming east.
My jack is.
CP2.
We're taking fire from the hill that we were on earlier.
I suggest we just book it right now. I can't see that
start
contact.
booking it. I'm throwing
Alright,
smoke.
Zen, go. I'll cover. Following.
Slide, let's go.
We're going into a jog.
You can double time it in the tall grass.
Yeah, let's do that.
Should fire on those guys a lot sooner. They got out of our field of view. Made that a little bit trickier than it needed to be.
Bravo copies. We're on the west side of the road, clearing.
Wrong net.
We're on the west side of the road,
Oh, is
clearing.
it? Fuck, wait. Moving to the southern building.
Son, didn't you learn anything from AIT4?
For the time being, change of order, it's going to be a Fox 2.
We're switching to a soft clear, staying on the west side of the road, team.
Copy.
Copy that.
Remember, do not kill the target if found.
What is he
I
looking
might
like
shoot him
again?
in the leg if he starts running.
Looks like a rich drug lord. That's what he looks like.
Zen taking morphine because I can't see.
You can pop one, just, Birdman, just bring it up on squad net.
You had contact southeast running across the field. Something's running up the field to our east.
There's a battle list.
Enemy, 90 degrees.
Contact.
It's just one dude.
Relay that to Alpha.
We got Vic south of the field.
I'm pretty sure that's friendly. That might be Riptide.
That's Riptide 2. That's Riptide 2.
Riptide 2 is for south. need to remember to just always bring the ACOG with the
CP4.
Bravo has almost reached CP4.
Bravo's almost to CP4.
Army. Keep moving.
We're moving to CP5, guys. Where's that?
West. Let's go.
West.
Possible idea for her. We just fired up on long range. That's our boys. Our team, we are advancing towards the west, towards CP5. Bravo's already.
Well, there's the factory. Let's take a look at the tops there for a moment.
Yeah, affirm, don't see anything. Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit north. I'm gonna wrap around a little on the right.
Alright, that's moving with you then.
Copy. I'm going direct for the wall to set up a breaching charge on it. Or I won't have to, there's a giant gap. Blow one anyway, right?
Enemy transport truck 288. And another hole in the wall. Oh, another truck over there at 334.
I'm gonna bino that truck in the distance. That truck is empty. 4x4.
Okay, good.
Try to look for enterable buildings. If the windows are basically like fuzzy and shit, you can't see through them, that means they're not enterable.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out that truck.
Yeah, I'll do it.
So you guys have that truck up there? Across
Yeah, we're at the truck.
firm. Okay.
Hang on, Bravo, get over here.
On you.
Enemy front, west, southwest.
I'm hit.
I'm moving around to the north, try to get a flank around the silo. Slice hit. Moving back to your position.
So that was full auto.
Friendlies to our south.
That's a large emulsion.
Throw a grenade northwest towards the woods.
Advise there's probably enemy contacts in the northwest.
Grenade out.
Toss frags over the wall.
Yes, enemies outside the walls in the north. Close on the right, north.
This guy's gonna pop a morphine.
Alright, advise we back off of those because we schwacked them and then let's stick with the factory.
Yep.
Copy.
Slide popping morphine.
I'm gonna check this door over here real quick, see if it's openable.
There's a ladder up here. I think I can enter. Or the stairs on the left. That door is not enterable.
The stairs over here by this factory thing here
Homie's
should be
checking the
able to
ladder.
go up. Rather than the ladder. You're
Oh, the
vulnerable on
stairs
the
don't
ladder.
do shit. They don't take you anywhere.
Not really. Fuck.
I don't think this building's enterable.
I was going to check for an entry point though on top.
I don't
You can
think
if
it's
you want,
enterable.
but I don't think we can get into it.
Zenith
Yeah,
lost a lot of
H-check.
blood. Need to work medical.
Homie green.
H-check, guys.
I'll be fine.
Sly is green for now.
But if I take a hit, I'll go down. Get a TQ? Actually, no. 3. I've just been bleeding a long time.
Gotcha. I doubt
Alright, let's go northwest.
Yeah, let's go northwest. There's nothing here. I don't think.
Yeah, building can't be entered.
Control dead.
Control dead.
Those buildings over on the left, 207, look enterable.
Is that an audible Vic?
Call me on the HVT. Never mind.
What was that, homie?
Yeah,
I'm
but it
gonna
was
go
just
up on one
going
of these silos, look for visuals.
Yeah, I'm walking up the stairs.
Full security, guys.
Yeah, I'm going up here to pull security, I guess.
Bravo, what's your position right now?
Bravo is pulling security around the blue building.
Okay, I see it. I see the blue building.
Hey, I've got eyes on a building in the compound. I think Riptide 2's got it. Yeah, I think we just flew past this one. We didn't notice it.
Homie stepping down for a minute. You're up.
Copy.
Hey, we're taking missile fire.
Zen nearly managed to walk off this tower.
I saw a tracer to our south.
Can we check that getaway vehicle? Like that random four-wheeler?
Looking at this house to the east here from my position, Zai's position. Might be the HVTs in there, but I don't know.
It's possible that the HVT was in the tank.
Alright, let's rally up on Riptide, 1 marker.
Copy, moving.
Sorry, you good? You hurt? 10.
You're gonna have to catch us there.
Okay, I'll grab him a sec.
Yeah.
Getting information
You-
outside chat here.
Hey, slide 10.
Where do you want
Copy.
Riptide 1 maneuvering to?
I'm working on it.
Hey, Wally.
Thank you,
Where am I
Doc.
pointing
What's
to
up,
say,
baby?
I'm slowly bleeding out.
I say we look south-ish.
The body's gonna be
Yeah,
cold if
copy
we
that.
don't do
Hold on a second.
anything.
I'm gonna ask you guys some Bravo.
I got a big transcript.
Hey guys.
User left your channel.
saw the intel
Homie,
said that
homie,
we
or somebody,
bunkered.
could one of you guys dig a trench facing basically here, facing almost like west?
Yep.
They're gonna have to shift fire probably in a hurry.
Comes this way.
Program's back.
Thanks, guys.
Alright, you're sketched. I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw
it's got
some
some
blood
Bravo
in
digging
you
a trench
on your right
facing
leg.
west as well.
I'm giving you the full shebang, bitch.
Everybody,
I'm just
copy.
full of suggestions.
Good copy.
Alright,
We're loaded up at the battle bus.
I loaded up now. I'm trusting that.
Will that fit anybody else here in dogs? I think that's an atmospheric thing.
Sly is on board.
Sure, now how are we going?
Doc's in.
We're gonna be going over to the next
Yeah,
town over
Hey,
to
Doc.
Call me in.
TRP-02. That's one click
real
out.
quick.
One click out.
Okay, so 3 more guys get in.
AFK to this.
Portal in.
Sherman, I don't think we'll fit everyone, bro.
Call me in.
Try.
Copy.
Sly, you in?
Alright, we're
Just have
gonna
one
leave
seat.
one behind.
Zai, you in?
We're
Zai's
gonna
in.
leave 2 behind. We do not have room. We're missing
Bravo's
2.
all in.
Leave 2 behind.
Alpha's got 2 on the ground.
Who's gonna be left behind?
It looks like Raven and Wakook.
2 of our ARs. Hold on, I'll hop out. I'll hop out.
Get Raven in at least.
I'll taxi over the remaining shortly. Report when set.
Raven is in.
Bravo's set.
Alpha set.
Okay, stepping off now. This is Riptide 1, send it. Acknowledge, be advised, we have to leave 2 guys behind because we can't fit everyone inside the battle bus. No copy.
I'd like to point out that this suppressor has text on it, and it says the suppressor is for 5.56 when I'm shooting 6.5.
Caliber.
The suppressor is also copyright Bohemia Interactive.
Our fire team leaders, be advised, we are heading towards TRP-02. That is going to be the town over towards the east, which is 1 click out. No copy.
User left your channel.
Oh, copy.
TRP 2, Town 1, click out.
Watch if you bait and he's already in Georgetown.
TRP what? Ooh. Where is this shit?
When I got in a Vic, my frames ain't shit.
Oh.
Taiwan acknowledges.
You guys ready to hit the IED?
Alright, chill your flight.
Stand by. Just stay in the bus for now.
He's not in the bus, bro. He's not in the bus, bro.
Hey, can we get our Sherman? We got our 2 stragglers have a Vic available. Can they just use that to rally up?
Take it.
Take it, Nomad. Take it.
This is Riptide 1 on 100. The
Landslides
2 men
might
that got
occur.
left behind are going to be hijacking a car and making their way over. How copy?
Not hijacking, it's liberating.
I think it was empty
Commandeering.
anyways.
Commandeering is the word.
Keeps opening the rear door.
Get ready for dismount. Get ready for dismount.
Like the 2 guys we left behind, they come along, and then they think it's the fucking HVT. It's like they're getting away.
Alright, dismount.
Up and out.
Sly is ahead.
Rally on me. Okay, security on the south side of the road.
Alright, let's get stagger column down this road. Left drive on the right.
Stagger column down the road. Alpha on the left. Or Bravo's on the right.
Copy. Stepping off.
Just start walking. Gotta get going.
Let's let Alpha catch up.
Here's a Riptide 1. We have dismounted into the intersection time now. Advancing towards the city.
Try to get some spacing.
Look it up here.
Spacing is hard.
Explosion east.
These bullets are zipping past us right now. This is friendly IDF, correct?
There's a rocket on Riptide 2.
I see. Let's spread out a little bit more then, shall we?
Be careful, we have a towed vehicle coming up next to us. Don't get armored.
We We have vision on enemies in bearing 045.
Whatever that is, fuck.
Yeah, I'll say we had vision on enemies 45. Jesus.
It's always a good day when Harpy's around.
Hearing shots south. Damn, that's coming from the town. I'm basically out in the open here, so just we double time into the church. Copy.
Contact fire coming from 050.
Zone's going up to this little corrugated metal shack.
Moving on your 6.
Enemies 067, I think.
Sly's been hit.
One guy in the middle of the road.
Flag, I think high.
I'll stay low.
Hey, we're gonna engage rear, southwest.
Southwest.
Zen's advancing on the brick wall. Alpha's pushed up past us.
Homie, can you take over for a minute?
Copy. Yep.
I feel very dangerous. Alright, I'm gonna cross. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot
Bravo,
me.
can I get some help over here?
Where at?
I've pushed up north where Alpha is.
Alright, Bravo,
Moving
let's
your
push
position.
up. Let's push up north.
Zen's gonna stop at this building here.
Hey Sly, you're still bleeding.
I am aware, thank you.
Yeah, take your men, head towards the east checkpoint, and take my men up.
I'm gonna stop at this metal shack and I'm gonna bandage.
Yep, I'm gonna go blast you.
Hey, Wally. You need help.
What's up?
Our new objective is the northwest
Hey, Sly,
checkpoint
what's up? You
gas
slut
station.
inside this building, man.
Copy.
Never mind, not this one. What's inside?
Northwest check. Looks pretty destroyed to me.
Alright, now turn your head and cough.
No, thank you. I'm not ready for that.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's happened one way or another. Alright, consider yourself probed.
Alright, I don't want to, but I will.
Okay, I'll consider
I'll give you that one, Wally. Sly is back to green, move into your position. They went this way. Trying to catch up.
This northwest check's looking pretty dead.
Yeah, well.
I want to go the other way.
There's a cache on the other side of the wrecked vehicles.
Ammunition.
Homie hat.
There's another checkpoint that looks like this to the northwest.
Ace check.
Seeing ya.
Fly green.
Zen's yellow.
Zai's green.
Non-green.
This is Riptide 1 on 40.
What's your guys' position? Never mind, I see Zen.
No, security air. Security air for now, leave the roadblock.
Where's the dock?
The dock?
That guy?
Yeah, he's like 800 meters out. I can't tell if that's on camera.
No, that's a fuck off. I'll save the M, but thank you for calling that out. Another one's springing along, 204.
Yeah, they're on 4. They're 4.
Yeah, he's running east-west. Not 208.
Yeah, they're almost 500.
If you think you can hit him, go for it. If he's only 400, just take that.
There's 6.
He's almost 500.
Well, watch it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they got fit in that bush and moving.
I don't know what happened, but I have a frame rate now.
Okay.
Alright, I'm looking northwest. There's another roadblock across this bridge.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got eyes
Northwest
on.
checkpoint.
Wait, what?
I get hungry when I get here. We're gonna detach and start moving up towards the northeast, towards Ghost Hideaway Mark.
Alright, homie, you walk here. I'm gonna go across the street to Panda.
You want to set up facing along northwest?
Panda, I'm on your left.
I'm watching this road too. If you want to watch with me, go ahead. Hey, Holiday, if you move in the next 10 seconds, I'm gonna latch on your ankle like one of those yappy little dogs.
Say again.
It's fine, it's fine. Disregard your dude.
We will now be heading towards Overwatch Elf. Bravo will be taking point.
Copy.
Copy
We're
that.
moving.
He's taking point.
People moving stuff. Fire keeps stuff. Shit.
Zai, you take point. Wait, no, Zen.
It sucks having people with basically the same nickname in the fucking fire team, isn't it? Zen, Zai, Sly.
Pretty much.
I will admit earlier I was combining names for Sly and Slim.
Ooh, dudes, 120.
we sure this ain't fucking friendly?
This ain't friendly for sure. Jesus Christ. This is Riptide 1 calling us 100. West. Here, Overwatch Elf. We are pressing the contact now and trying to flush them out. How copy? Alpha Bravo, be advised. I marked 2 lines on the map with you both. Red line is going to Alpha. 2 lines going to Bravo.
Bravo will be following the blue line.
Yeah, blue.
Yabba dabba blue.
And as you can safely assume, the team who will be taking the red line will just be Wally and Sherman. Base check.
Same green.
Slide green.
Side green. Permit green. Alright, we're basically on top of Overwatch Elf now.
Copy that. Yes.
Wrong that.
Bravo, we will now be advancing to TRP 22 with a northeastern reapproach.
Copy.
We're at the end of the forest. We can start seeing shit now.
Oh, nice. We're going uphill. Maybe. Is that our F-35 that I keep hearing above us?
Hold up, there might be a base over there in 075. I saw a thingy.
A thingy? Let's double time into the bridge here. I doubt it.
Yeah, we're gonna go a little bit southeast to get us a little under.
Copy that.
Don't get hit by the
And then we're
AA
gonna
again,
pop over
Zen.
this hill, in which there's gonna be a thingy.
Can you describe the thingy?
It's a
Piece of
doohickey.
mining equipment. With
Copy.
gears.
It's a thingamabob.
Yeah, it's fucking thingamabob.
Oh, I think we've got a cave. Yeah, it looks like two's reaching into a cave.
Yes.
Gents will be pushing into the cave.
Fucking double time.
I'm almost caught back up. We'll be just behind you guys.
Let them know we got friendlies coming from the southwest. I'm sure they'd be able to figure it out.
Birdman, do you want to step back up?
User
Give me
left your
just one
channel.
more minute
User
until
joined
I
your
get my
channel.
sound back, and then I will.
I'm back here with Birdman.
Zen, Zai, and myself are rallied with Riptide 2.
Copy that. Riptide 2 is at the cave.
Riptide actual, I believe.
I'm ready to step up when you want me to.
Alright, you can step up.
Copy.
Alright, I guess hop in.
Did you guys enter the cave?
Is Riptide 2 up there with you guys?
Yes, Riptide 2's up here. They got in a little bit of trouble pushing in, and we're pushing past them.
Damn, bro, Zen. That's what you said to my mom last night.
I also
It
have
didn't really work. Hey,
We found the guy.
We found the guy.
Go to the stairs, go to the stairs.
Why are you guys... They're moving down the stairs, down the cave.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Stuck on everyone.
Check him if you can. Check if he has anything on him. Take his wallet.
Oh my god, motherfucker. What a fucking
Open it.
Check with 4 feet.
No, don't say anything.
Fuck this guy.
Hey, we are supposed to bring this guy here alive.
From the east or from the west?
We don't need everyone involved in security.
Full security outside the compound.
That was for Alpha.
Oh, my bad.
Can we strip him naked?
Did we find the HVT?
Yeah, we have him.
I looked in his inventory. He didn't have any like pocket gun or something in his boot.
That's why we should take off his clothes to inspect.
So the server's running at 24 frames per second. The entire server, that's where it's at. Okay, so, I mean, we're obviously adding something into this that it's going to be... I'm not going to get too deep into stuff, I'm just saying...
You're welcome.
This is something that we just have to talk to Blaze about this for some reason. Yeah, I'm noticing as well.
Yeah, well, give me 1 second.
Unless it's the new. That would be it too.
Yeah.
Is Garland down?
Gallon is down.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait 1 second, wait 1 second.
You good,
We're
Doc?
still in a combat scenario, guys. So guns up.
Hey, yo, get security up. We don't know if there's a QRF incoming.
supplies. I'm hanging behind in front of them.
Hey, we got the Mako. Get over here by the Little Bird. Hurry up before you get left behind. There's 2 seats still in the Little Bird.
So we got the co-pilot seat.
One more seat, I think.
Yeah, one more seat. One more seat.
Bravo, are you all in?
Well, you have to be outside. Get the fucking in before I take off.
Dust.
I know. That's why there's a red one.
Hey, Ferdinand. And homie too. You're on board. I'll tell you when.
What do you mean?
Hey, Joe, Matt, you really should have waited until you landed safely to say that. He can still crash us.
I can. There's plenty of food right there.
I can double tap V right now and I'll survive.
I'm suddenly scared for my life.
You should be.
Clear right. Left is clear.
That's